Inspired fragrance houses seem to be at the center of controversy, but there is no denying they have an extreme amount of usefulness. I myself am certainly one of those people that is, to an extent, pro-inspired fragrance houses, and I know that there are an awful lot out there that can be confusing. Well, there's a new kid on the block, and that is Dossier. They're making a name for themselves with their recyclable packaging, their recyclable shipping materials, their vegan and cruelty-free ethos, and I got a couple of their fragrances today to test them against the original and let you know what I think of this house. So come hang out with me as we discuss Dossier. So if this sounds interesting to you, don't touch that dial, or knob, or button, mouse, you know, the thing. Hey, what's cracking YouTube? I'm Brandon. Welcome to DaVinci's Alchemyst, your blue-collar guide for drinking well, stinking pretty. Speaking of that tagline, your blue-collar guide, today I'm bringing to you this video on Dossier. Dossier had asked me to partner up with them, talk about their fragrances, talk about their brand. So all disclaimers out right away. They did send me one bottle for review, free of charge, but the other bottle I paid for myself. This is not a sponsored video. I'm not getting paid anything. Like I said, they gave me a fragrance to review, and that's the bottom line. Now, before I break into this, usual stuff, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit the notification bell, Ko-fi account down below. So let's talk a little bit about Dossier, the company, before we break into these fragrances. Like I said before, they are paraben and phthalate. They make really good stuff free of toxic junk. Like I said, they are vegan, they are cruelty-free, which means no animal products, no testing on animals. Their shipping material is all recyclable, and I'll show you the packaging here in a second so you can see that their packaging is also all completely recyclable. Now, originally they did a program. They have a money-back guarantee. They still have the money-back guarantee. They used to send a small sample, like a little vial, just like this, with their fragrances. Some of them still have it because they're phasing it out right now, but they're getting rid of it because they don't want to make any more of a footprint than they have to, so this way they're not having to deal with putting out plastic sample vials. But the money-back guarantee stands the same. You try the fragrance. If you don't like it, within 30 days, return it, you get your money back. So these guys, after you buy 3 of their fragrances, now the fragrances range from $29 to $49 depending on the fragrance that you choose. So if you buy 3 fragrances, shipping's for free. Otherwise, it's $9 flat fee for the first 2 bottles, whether it's 1 or it's 2. Now, they typically have sales ongoing that you can save up to a certain amount of money. So if you buy 3 bottles of their fragrances, you get 18% off the total cost. If you buy 4, you get 20% off the total cost. And if you buy 5, you get 25% off the total cost. As I said, they are a completely inspired fragrance brand, which to me is always a good thing. It gives you a chance to try a fragrance that you may not necessarily be able to afford. In that regard, you're getting really great smelling stuff for a cheaper price. Now, fragrances are definitely a luxury. Not everybody wants to shell out $300 for a bottle, so Dossier makes really great smelling fragrances really affordable. I do want to touch on my shipping experiences with them. So before I agreed to kind of partner up with them, I bought a few bottles with my own cash, and I had them, go through the process. So they were getting shipped to me separately from the one that they sent me for review. Now, I will admit that I did get the one that I got sent for review a lot faster. I'm pretty sure they like second day shipped it or whatever. It came within a few days. But the other ones that I bought, literally within a week, they came to my door. Speaking of the fragrances, let's have a look at the presentation. Like I said, recyclable materials, minimalistic box, pretty decent presentation, nice like bold colors. They do send you this nice little note card. It lets you know the note breakdown. gives you the concentration. The name of the fragrance is called Woody Sage. It's an inspiration of wood, sage, and sea salt from Joe Malone. They do give you a little bit of an explanation about trying the fragrance out and sending it in if you didn't like it. In case I forgot, these are all 50 milliliter bottles, and then inside the its little house is the bottle itself. Simple label, name of the fragrance, description of the fragrance on the front. Neat though, magnetic caps, pretty schwank, and the atomizers themselves are, as you can see, good coverage. Since we're talking about this fragrance and its counterpart, so I'm going to go ahead and put on a little Joe Malone on that hand, and I'm going to tell you what I think about this particular fragrance. I've worn this for the last few days to do proper testing, as well as the other one. So straight out of the gate, these guys, these fists, these hands, they smell exactly the same to me. Delicious little bits of salty, juicy fig. Has this nice kind of creamy texture, not milky. Neither of those fragrances say sandalwood, but I would swear there'd be sandalwood in these. This is the first time I have tried either of them, the inspired one as well as the original, and I'm telling you what, this is a really good one. I'm super happy about this snag because this is a bottle that I bought. I'm super happy about it because I really love this. Amazing fragrance. Great for summer. Throughout the entirety that I have worn this, for me, very linear, but they both stay the same throughout the time that I can smell them. Now, here's where we're getting into the differences. Woody Sage from Dossier, it lasted quite a bit longer on my skin as well as on a paper test strip as compared to its Joe Malone counterpart. I couldn't tell you for sillage and stuff like that because I don't typically get to be around a lot of people, but if you are hung up on longevity, just know that the Joe Malone original is actually quite a bit less long-lasting than Dossier's. Not sure how they pulled that one off, but it's fantastic. So I have to say, for me personally, if you're a big fan of wood, sage, and sea salt from Joe Malone, you should check out Dossier. Again, it's risk-free. If you don't like it, you can go ahead and send it back. Speaking of purchasing Dossier fragrances, they gave me a special link to offer to you guys. Any bottle purchased at all, 10% off. I will post the link to that coupon code in the description down below, and I will also pin it in the comments. So far, as far as I'm concerned, this particular fragrance is a win. Thumbs up for Woody Sage from Dossier. Okay, so I did thoroughly scrub the crap out of my hands, but I am going to go ahead and put the next two fragrances up higher on my arm because I do like this one as well, and I was pretty excited about this. So this is the one that I had them send me, and this is Musky Green Tea, and it's inspired by Creed's Silver Mountain Water. Always heard a lot about it, never tried it. Was very, very stoked to get my hands on this, and I got myself a decant sample of Silver Mountain water, a nice 5 ml, or I think it's a 3 ml decant of that fragrance by Creed. So as kind of a side note, I want to reiterate that there's a lot of fragrances that Dossier offers that are cruelty-free versions of other houses that do not offer you cruelty-free fragrances. Which, if that's important to you and that's something that really stands out to you, that's also another huge thing to consider with these guys, because if you have a fragrance that you really love, but your ethics won't allow you to buy a bottle because of that, well, now you have a chance. So it's not just that they're less expensive. So once again, Musky Green Tea, Silver Mountain Water. So I wore both of these to work the other day, and I noticed quite a few differences with these. The opening is not different to me. I got a mouthful. I don't know how that happened. So the opening is, oh, it's really good. Look, I'm flexing. So the opening on both of these, really quite similar. If anything, Musky Green Tea has a little bit more of that tea element, has a little bit more of almost like a citrus lift. That very first blast that Creed Silver Mountain Water provides, it dissipates fairly quickly, but with Musky Green Tea, that stays quite a bit longer. That's when things start to change. Now, with Creed Silver Mountain Water, very, very, very quickly, it becomes a very powdery fragrance. The green tea goes away for me, lifting citrus elements, the fruity elements go away for me, and I'm just left with a powdery, musky scent. Very pleasant. But I gotta be honest, I am very much preferring musky green tea over Silver Mountain water because it does have those same musky, powdery elements, but that opening still lingers with this for a long time. They blend really well together, and it really kind of makes this one stand out to me. In that regard, I don't find that this is quite as similar to Silver Mountain water because of the fact that it doesn't go just musky powder within 5-10 minutes. But for my preference, all day, definitely would choose this one over Silver Mountain water. Testing sillage didn't really have a chance. Longevity, if you're into that sort of thing, this lasts a heck of a lot longer than Silver Mountain water. So it is a 2-for-2 situation on these two fragrances from Dossier for me. I'm pretty excited about this brand. There is not necessarily a lot that's in their collection that I'm immediately drawn to. They do have a lot of, what we consider to be designer fragrances, which aren't my favorite style of fragrances in the world, but they're getting more and more like boutique, quote unquote niche fragrances in as they continue to grow as a company. So I urge you to go to their website, check to see if you got anything there that you might like. If you're feeling adventurous and trying their fragrances out, again, money back guarantee. And don't forget to check out my coupon code down below and hop over to Dossier's website, see what they have to offer. So whether you are pro Inspiration House or anti Inspiration House, I hope that you got something from this video, that you have enjoyed my content. Thank you guys so much, subscribers, my beautiful subscribers and new viewers alike, for sticking around. Once again, if you haven't subscribed, now's a great time to do so. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up for the like. Mash the crap out of that notification bell so you know when I drop future videos. And more importantly than all of that, I hope you guys are being safe. I hope that you're taking care of yourselves and each other. No matter what you're doing, no matter where you're going, keep calm, stink pretty, and I'll see you on the next one.